I was shopping today, like the Holy Spirit just speaking to me. And look, listen, you taking them losses spiritually before you even taking them physically. And here in the 3D, it already happened. This is the thing. Because you are poor in the spirit, that is why you poor in the physical. Do you understand this? And in order to switch this, you need to fast. You have to. So you can weaken this flesh and strengthen your spirit. You have to. It's the only way you can break the barrier on your finances. Because let me tell you something. Connection and communion with others is very important to build finances. This is important. And the enemy attacks people around you. They can't get you, but they can attack the individual around you because they are not in their right spirit. They are still living in whatever addiction, lust, or trauma, or whatever they in. You have to weaken the flesh and strengthen your spirit. Weaken the flesh and strengthen the spirit. I know y'all like, what? Look, listen. I would not tell you something that I ain't been through and I ain't even tried myself. Jonas, the reason why he was in that well 3 days and 3 nights, he was running from his calling, but he had to weaken that. God had to weaken his flesh and strengthen his spirit so he can do the calling that God had for him. He went 3 days and 3 nights in a well with no food, no water. He was able, after he came out, he was able to change the whole city. You know, he didn't want to. He was able to change the whole city. He was able to change everybody's mind. Why? Because he weakened the flesh and strengthened the spirit. Esther, she wanted to help her people. She wanted to set a whole billions of people free. How did she do it? 3 days, 3 nights, no water, no food. Weaken the flesh and strengthen the spirit. Some of y'all, you gotta weaken that flesh. Your flesh is taking over. And stop allowing the enemy to take your finances. God said fight for it.